What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and this is Strangers Reaction. And what we're gonna react to is goose pimples. Oh man. So I've been watching his videos, and this guy has very good commentary to his videos. A lot of them are paranormal caught on tape, which is why I am going to react to them. And if you guys are new to this channel, I am a paranormal investigator reacting to paranormal caught on tape. And we are going to be reacting to many different YouTubers who have compilation videos of paranormal caught on tape, and who knows, I'll probably trend into other areas of doing stuff if you guys want to see that. I am more than happy to. But on the meantime, we're going to see 10 scary videos that make popcorn tossing a sport. I can't wait. I can't wait. So let's get started.
It's stupid o'clock, and this graffiti artist had the brilliant idea to visit the middle of nowhere with his headcam and tag an abandoned house.
Like I said, this guy is very funny with his commentary, so it's stupid o'clock. I could tell, man. We're gonna laugh a lot on this one.
What could possibly go wrong, right?
Hey.
Through his headcam, we see him exploring the buildings while spraying some fresh pieces. But it's only when he comes across this one building that all hell breaks loose. Let's watch.
All right, you guys. I mean, this is already this is gonna hit a nerve for me because I've gone to many different locations, and one in particular, I reside in New York. So I've gone to Kings Park Psychiatric Center, which is a abandoned insane asylum in Long Island, and it sits in a national state park. So, it's open to the public. You can actually walk along, you know, the whole area and come across these buildings that are, historic buildings. Yes, they are abandoned, but in no way, shape, or form is it okay for you guys to tag up and destroy this historical landmark. Yes, psychiatric centers do tend to have a unethical way of dealing with some patients, and people might feel a certain way about them, but in no way, shape, or form is it okay to destroy property. This guy tagging up, this this really does freaking hit a nerve, because this is, to me personally, this is disgusting. Come on, like, grow up, bro. Grow up. Whatever happens to you, you deserve it. So the video was cut to save time because it turned pitch black. He's being chased. Good for you. Sorry, you guys. Like I said on the last video, lately YouTube is just throwing in commercials, at to what I call indecent timing. So yeah. The video cut to save again. That is some Michael Myers kind of shit, right? um, I don't know. Something is kind of rubbing me the wrong way. If this is real, you know, I want to say the guy deserves it because I really hate people tagging up, you know, things that aren't theirs. Like, go do that in your own house. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. Something is rubbing me the wrong way. Like there are some red flags as far as this could be all orchestrated. This all could be like for the clicks. First and foremost, right? Like you're giving your location away. If you're trying to hide, run as fast as you can. Turn your freaking light off and hide or keep on running with your light off. You're giving out your location.
He gets closer to it, only to stop halfway, dead in his tracks as he catches what looks like a figure of someone or something, seemingly human with a white mask, Myers style, standing right on top of that building.
He probably saw you tagging.
For a second, he seems to have no reaction, frozen with fear. But as the figure quickly jumps down to give chase, the artist dashes away, fearing for his life. The video ends with no confirmation of who or what was chasing him. It looked humanoid in shape. But could it be a psycho on the loose, a ghostly apparition, or a scripted out plot? Did you figure it out? Let us know in the comments section. Number 9. Angel at Nightfall. The strangest things tend to happen in the dead of the night, and the scary video you're about to watch seems to be yet another example of that. This Ring doorbell footage shot by a lake leaves its owner utterly shocked as he tries to figure out what in the world he just captured on camera. Take a look.
Wow.
What seems to be a white, glowing humanoid figure appears to slowly land on the frozen lake, lighting up its path as it strolls along right next to this dude's house. By its human-like shape, if it's not a paranormal entity, it can only be someone wearing a Christmas tree outfit or something. Could it be one of those angel caught on camera videos, like the good old times when YouTube was just a baby? Or maybe the Miami aliens taking a well-deserved break.
Oh,
or
God.
maybe just some tech genius who wanted to test out his new full-body light-up invention. What do you think? Let us know. Number 8. Family Poltergeist.
All right. Do you see what I mean about the commentary? It's awesome. So, first of all, that's actually a good catch off the Ringer doorbell camera. I don't think it was a doorbell camera because it was pretty sitting, it was sitting pretty high. But that was a good catch. That one kind of left my head scratching there. Obviously a lot of this stuff can be orchestrated. Um, but just the thought that if it's actually legit, what was it? Right? That would be the first time I would see such a thing as far as the paranormal is concerned. Something illuminating that much light. I honestly, obviously anything could be created, man-made. But as far as seeing something like that, even on a human being, that was kind of, impressive. impressive to say the least. The whole crap about the, that alien mall stuff. Where was it? I don't even. I didn't even pay attention to it. All that stuff is fake, and yeah. That video kind of left my head, scratching my head. That was a good one. Let's continue.
This family keeps getting visited by something which tends to mess with them. And no matter how hard they look or search, there just isn't anything there. From shadows caught out of the corner of their eyes that suddenly disappear, to doors and drawers appearing opened when they were pretty sure they had left them closed, this house seems to be a paranormal hotspot. So they started leaving cameras everywhere to try and get some proof that they were not going crazy. Little did they know that the proof they got would be the one thing that would eventually send them nuts. Take a look. Either the teddy bear comes to life to ensure the baby's still asleep, or something the cam shouldn't detect got handsy and wanted to play a little, moving the toy on its own. What would you do if you saw your baby's teddy squeezing its body like that with no one around? Could this be some invisible force, or just some well played out tricks involving strings, edits, and camera positioning? Or perhaps it's something more sinister. Something that creeps like a tiny monster while it searches for its next victim.
What in the world?
I think we found our little culprit. Jokes aside though, do you reckon this house is really haunted? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Oh man.
Number
yeah, so it is pretty interesting how the bear, it didn't just lean back. It kind of, there was some pressure around the stomach area going into the bed. Yeah, and you could tell that the baby was sound asleep. It wasn't the baby just tilting or moving, knocking the bear over. Sure, all of that stuff could be done with strings and such. But what caught my attention is that when the bear leaned back, there was some pressure being done in the stomach area, which was caught my attention. Let's continue.
Number 7. Not really alone. It only lasts for a second, but that's enough to send chills down your spine. Watch this. This video shows the chilling moment a person noticed something strange in the shadow of a public seat. In the footage, an empty bench is shown outside at night being illuminated by a streetlight, but while there was no one seated on the bench, the light reflects a shadowy figure sitting on the wall behind it. At first glance, it looks like someone off camera casting their shadow, perfectly positioned with the bench to create a spooky video. But when you look very closely, you can just about see what looks like bent legs sitting down, perfectly positioned with the seat, and even what looks like bent knees. It's not the first thing you would notice if you weren't actively looking, but once you do, it's hard to miss. What exactly is this?
So yeah, due to the position of the light and the camera, um, a couple of questions arises. When I see this, was this digitally modified? The only reason why I ask is because, if I guess anybody could be sitting on the seat and stood up and left their bags laying right next to it. I don't know. This might be one of those times that you're gonna, unfortunately, it would have been a good catch, but I see bags, there as though like somebody left it there for the purpose that they're sitting there. As far as the shadow is concerned, obviously you see somebody sitting there. Yes, it's not due to the trick of light, just because in the middle of the bench, you see that there is like this pointy design in the middle, which you could tell that is on the shadow also. So whatever humanoid shadow is being cast there is not due to that design of the bench. The only thing that kind of throws a red flag to me is that there are bags on the side. And, that just makes me think, was this digitally modified, or, who knows? If it's legit, it was definitely a good catch. Um, how did this situation occur? Did the person who was sitting there with those bags got up for some reason, walked away, noticed that there's still a shadow being cast, and started recording? I guess we'll never know.
Some well-edited video? Or has this person caught live footage of a ghost staring right back at them? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 6. Little Pink Girl. Grandma thinks she gets visited by a little pink girl who gets her excited. Little did she know, there was more to what she was seeing than she thought. Check this eerie video out.
I'm just gonna say this: whatever happens, I'm gonna believe it, just because, how really, how far are you willing to go for a click if you're allowing yourself, use another person's health per se? I mean, let's just say this is your grandmother, like in hospice. So, due to the situation, what I'm seeing right now, I'm gonna believe whatever happens. I mean, you have to, right?
What is amazing, Mom?
Can you see this little pink girl here?
A pink girl?
At a hospital, a grandma who seems to be under treatment is seen looking out of the room into the hall, observing something. The man with her questions what she sees, and her answer is either heartwarming or very chilling.
Harder.
They're having a party? What kind of, is it a birthday party with kids?
She claims to see a little pink girl standing right in front of her.
Can you see this little pink girl here?
One that the man obviously can't see, as the footage doesn't show any human in the room besides them. However, he tried asking if the little girl looks Oriental, as his mum lived overseas for a while.
Is she Chinese or Oriental?
Chinese.
Pardon me?
Chinese or
Chinese?
He questions her further about what she sees, and the granny explains that there are kids having a party in the hospital. What exactly was she seeing? Was it a figment of her imagination, or was there really something more to it? Something that most human eyes can't see, but the granny was able to witness? Let us know in the comments. Number 5.
So I'm gonna share some personal stuff here. And it does coincide with this. So my father passed away, and we did do hospice, but he was home, and I was taking care of him. And there was a situation, or not a situation, but there was a moment. Yeah, that's a better word. There was a moment when my uncle walked in to say hello to my father. And, at that time, I noticed that my father wasn't, I'm going to say, fully coherent, maybe, for lack of a better word. He did say hi to my uncle, but he kept on saying, hello, 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 like if he saw multiple people, and people, that he hasn't seen in a while. So, it makes me question, when you are at death's doorstep, do you start seeing your loved ones, or do you start seeing angels, or, people in particular? Do you start seeing spirits? Um, I guess we'll soon find out one day, but until now, this video hits home, and it questions whether or not what is the process of death.
Haunting of Amelia. This group of Ghostbusters are at it again, searching old abandoned buildings. But this time, they seem to be in over their heads. Will they find anything, or was this their biggest mistake? Let's watch.
Buenas. Se escucha como una voz, ¿verdad? Ah, ¿escuchaste, güey? Niño. A ver, güey, dale para allá.
Se vio algo acá a este lado, güey. Acá colombiano, pasó algo ahí. Uy.
I don't know, for some reason I got the chills when I heard that. Again, this is Paranormal Investigator brain talking. All of this stuff could be orchestrated, but putting yourself in a situation like that, how are you gonna handle it? All right, a seasoned paranormal investigator would try some sort of communication at this point. So let's see how these guys gonna react.
Mamá. No sé. Mamá. Mamá dijeron, güey.
I don't know about that one, guys. I don't know about that one. Just because, are those vehicles passing by? I mean, I wasn't even paying attention to this side. I was paying attention inside of rooms, but I could have sworn I saw vehicles driving by. Although this is very interesting. I've never seen anybody use this in a paranormal investigation, which is pretty. It's making me wonder. I wonder what kind of effects would this take in a paranormal location. Using the sound and the vibration. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. Thanks, guys. But that I'm gonna press play. If you see vehicles passing by, anybody could be freaking walking. Yeah, those are vehicles. Yeah, you see vehicles passing by, so anybody could be walking around. Maybe, who knows? It could have been an entity, but we have to eliminate that if there's an open space where you could actually see vehicles passing by. Also, kudos to the guy, using the pot and man, I have the name of that in my head at the tip of my tongue, but I right now I can't think of it. Yeah, the other guy holding the camera right now, he's just, his fear level is just at peak. So if anything was to occur, I think he's bolting.
Contáctalo.
Hay el espíritu de una persona persona o de varias personas atrapados aquí?
Sí. Sí, te dijeron.
Contestaron rápido. ¿Cuántos son?
6.
This 20-minute long video shows two dudes ghost hunting in a condemned building. The building seems to have been abandoned before its construction was complete, making us wonder why. Although we can't say for sure if it was a ghost or just a random kid, what looks like a ghostly figure can be seen at least twice, lurking and watching them from the darkness. What exactly is going on here? Did their cameras just capture a lost soul wandering around that creepy-ass building? Or are they trying to pull the wool over our eyes? Let us know your thoughts. Number 4.
I actually like how this guy does his videos. Aside from the fact that he is, very funny, but he also kind of thinks like a paranormal investigator. When we go into a location where, we're going in there pretty much with the mindset of debunking. If you're able to explain something, then, it's not really paranormal. So he actually, has this mindset, which, not all YouTubers do with their compilations of paranormal caught on tape.
Their haunted hotel. The Jefferson Hotel has been running for over 100 years, so of course it became an ideal spot for a poltergeist. However, was it all too much for the owners to handle? Let's find out.
And you can see, nobody was around it or touched it. That person did walk by. We all come in here and look around, and we notice, nothing out of the ordinary until I turned and then saw it right there.
In this first video, the presence of strangers in the hotel ballroom seems to have pissed off the resident spirit, as things spiral quickly. As soon as the men walk out of the scene into the room, the piano panel violently drops on the floor. Later, the owner explained it would be impossible for it to just drop, especially since there was a latch.
But down here, you can kind of see, there's a latch on the left, and it takes some effort to pull out. And it's been that way for the last 3 years, so it's not something that's easily just gonna fall, and even, falling on its own.
In this next video, a group is seen chilling in the hotel's kitchen. However, fear creeps in as we realize even though they aren't talking at this particular moment, a voice can be heard speaking on camera. Soon enough, all hell breaks loose. Take a look.
Right there, so now watch what happens. We're talking about the horse, and here we go. You can see we all jump. I'm gonna back it up for a second. Right when I go to itch my back, and then they're talking about the father of the horse was a black horse, and all of a sudden, boom, the whole area explodes back there.
Pots and utensils are thrown violently off the shelf, crashing on the floor, frightening the whole group. It doesn't end there though, as the spirits seem restless in this haunted hotel. In another great piece of paranormal footage, we can see dolls move ever so slightly. Enough for their shadows to be caught on cam dashing through the hotel rooms.
It's going off too, right there, and then you'll see it. And it, like, you see how it's big and then it gets small?
And creepy figures seem to pop up through the curtains, as though trying to imitate the winds blowing against it.
Dowsing rods.
Okay, there was literally like... Have you been recording it?
So you see some other spots here where it looks like something's coming up there as well.
The
Yeah.
Jefferson Hotel is well known for the number of incredible paranormal footage they captured over the years, and I bet you can now see why. But there's more.
I gotta say this, you guys. I gotta do a lot of editing on this video because YouTube is just dropping commercials, and I mean, every time you see, because I actually, if I'm able to just go through a whole video, um, raw, unedited, that's exactly what I'll do. I have nothing scripted. I just talk, I just off the top of my head. You're gonna see a lot of editing due to the commercial breaks. Just letting you know.
What I'm doing here, I woke up because I heard a child laughing twice in my bed. So I'm looking around and I zoom into that. And it kind of just stares at me. I didn't know that's my cat right there. But it lost focus. And right about here I freaked out. But you can see the face is still there above.
I mean, where are we
And it's
seeing
right
this
here by some
from?
boxes. See if I zoom out. Right over here. It just stayed there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Wait, is that the floor?
So as I'm zooming out, it's by that box. Keep in mind where that box is, okay? Because I'm going to show you this next video. And that's exactly where I heard the voice coming from. Right there. So this next video, this is after the fact. You can see the box down there. You can see nothing's to be found. I thought it was around that area. There's the same box and nothing is there. And here's the still shots.
Okay.
You can see it kind of changes form.
Interesting.
Right, I don't know what it is, but I heard a child laughing twice. So that was one of the scariest experiences I've had here at the hotel because that face doesn't look too happy to see me.
A man wakes up to the unsettling face of a creature staring right at him, just as he mentions hearing a child laughing in his room. What makes it even creepier is that he claims to have seen the creature, but unlike most ghost stories, it kept staring back at him without leaving.
Interesting. So, I mean, I do like the fact that he's trying to, shut down all the skepticism with this video. Although, it would have been best to try and do that all under one take. Because, he's showing us a picture, he's showing us at the moment, and he's showing us after, like 3 different separate. If it was all one take, it would have been a lot more, feasible, at least, evidence. But let's just say this is legit and he's just, trying to do his best. I am very interested with this. Is the Jefferson's Hotel. I'm gonna do some research and see if they allow any paranormal investigations, because as of right now, this place looks pretty awesome. Not just because it's a haunted location, but just like, which is the happiest place in the world for me. But it is a hotel. They do seem to have a lot of antique stuff, and I really like history as far as items, locations, and all of this stuff is concerned. But yeah, this place looks very interesting. Now, as far as that face is concerned, it does seem to look kind of menacing. So, the fact that he heard a children's laughing, or a children's voice, it is known that let's use the term demons. They often make themselves, they portray children to let their target, to let that person, have, like let their defense go down, and that's when they do their thing. So it is known that demons tend to, mimic children. So hey, so far I'm very interested, I'm gonna keep you guys posted if I end up going to the Jefferson Hotel.
He eventually freaks out and loses sight of the supposed creature. In the next video he takes, the creeper's gone. What exactly is going on at the Jefferson Hotel in Texas? This was just a very tiny portion of all the incredible paranormal footage they have on their YouTube channel, at the historic Jefferson Hotel. Make sure you subscribe to them. They're by far one of our favourite paranormal YouTube channels. Number 3. UFO caught live. Catching the most shocking scene blazing through the sky, this onlooker can't believe his eyes. Give this a look.
Nice. Very smart technique, having something recording the camera showing what you're looking at. Very, very awesome technique. Due to the fact that this is related to UFOs, I'm actually gonna see if I could send this video off to my friends out in Australia, Western Australian Paranormal Research Group, and they do have a podcast, the Shadow Files podcast, which I am a regular on with them. They're really into UFOs, so I'm definitely gonna shoot this to them later on. Wow.
In this footage, the owner of the telescope is lucky enough to have caught something blinking far away up in the sky. After zooming in, it appears to have the shape of a flying saucer, or UFO, which sports a never-seen-before design. A blazing flame shoots out of its shuttle as it hangs in the sky. Could this be evidence of aliens out in space, or just a superb edit by the camera operator? It's important to point out that the camera spots a constant flame thrusting out of the shuttle, but the recorded video of what is in the sky is evidently blinking its light, signaling a non-constant light source. Is this one of the best UFO videos out there, or have you seen better? Let us know in the comments. Found a scary video you'd like us to feature? Send us the link on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GoosePimplesYT. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to get a notification for all our new scary compilations. Number 2. The Distorted Child. Either a glitch in the Matrix or the encounter of something otherworldly. This scary video leaves the mind in a daze. Check it out. This footage shows what looks like the spirit of a child levitating across a corridor upstairs in a disturbing movement. Even its legs never seem to contact the ground, puzzling us even more. In this slowed down version, you can see the figure dashing from left to right just before it reaches the door at the end of the corridor, and then materializes into a moving child, disappearing into the room at the end. What exactly did this family catch on their home security camera? A child lost in limbo? A glitch in reality? Or something far more sinister? I guess we'll never know. Number 1.
Alright, so I've seen this many times with security cameras. So due to the quality of the security cameras, the frame per second is pretty low. So everything seems very clear because it's sitting still. But with movements, that's when you'll tell how good the frame per second actually is. Not saying that this video is fake, but as the way my brain works, everything depends on that camera. So it could possibly be somebody living in the house who just walked across the room, and due to the frame per second, it's not picking up. You have to throw in there, the lighting of the room. If it's dark, the camera is actually working stronger. It's night vision also. There's a lot of aspects, but what would confirm this would be the quality of the camera. If it's a good camera, then they cost something. But if it's not so good, something cheap, then it was most likely a person.
Nope. Big shout out to our awesome viewer Danny Sharp, who sent this terrifying clip on our Discord server. The dude filming gets the most unpleasant surprise he's ever had, as he faces what can't be called human. Watch.
¿Qué quiere?
All right, you guys. So I'm gonna say it like this: only rookies, people who never believed in the paranormal, or people who just think on instinct, which is not a bad idea, but even as a human being living in New York, you do not open a door at all unless you could identify who is knocking on the door. You just don't open it. Maybe it's my New York state of mind, but you just don't open it. Now, as far as the paranormal is concerned, it is very well known that if there are phantom knocks, you do not open the door, because it is something trying to get in, and as soon as you open the door, you actually let them in. Entities are not vampires. They don't need to be invited in nowheres. So this gentleman just did a grave mistake.
Right off the bat, this chilling video starts off with a man breathing.
You know, I've seen so many videos like this lately, and I cannot figure out how they do it, because it doesn't seem like there's a pause in the video. And I've seen so many. I mean, I'm sure you guys have come across some on TikTok, and you know, it's just there's so many videos, and I can't really, you know, something tells me that this is not real, but I cannot figure out how they do it. Like, let's go. Let's see if you can see a pause in the video.
¿Qué quiere?
Right off the bat, this chilling video starts off with a man breathing.
And it's always with a little kid, ain't it? If I'm gonna try and do a compilation of these videos that I'm talking about and put them all in like one video, and it's always, you know, it's always a little kid. This makes me question, is this the same guy? Is it, you know, all these videos, is it from the same guy? Because the guy is Spanish in all of these videos. And you know, it's always a little kid, you know, and it's not just 1, 2 videos. No, I'm talking about multiple videos, and it's very well, you know, like I almost said very well edited, because I don't think these are actually real. I just don't know how they do it. I mean, with today's technology and, you know, the way, you know, even you could basically do anything, but this is very, very well done.
Breathing frantically, fearful of what lies on the other side of the door. A constant knocking pounds at his door.
¿Qué quiere?
He peers through a window looking out into the hall, but sees absolutely nothing. His curiosity forces him to open the door, and mysteriously, the knocking stops, with no one to be seen. But just as he is about to close it again, a child laughs, and we see its spectral image run by and disappear into the corner. He follows the ghostly child but reaches a dead end with nothing there. Imagine trying to sleep after witnessing something like this. Nope. Hey, here's a playlist full of creepy stuff caught on camera for you to enjoy. Don't forget to bump the like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon to avoid missing our weekly Spookfest. Thanks for watching. Stay in the dark.
All right, you guys. Man, I really enjoy Goose Pimple's videos. If anything, I'll put his information in the description section for you guys. Make sure you guys, well, for my channel, for his channel, you know, do all that stuff. You know, hit that like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hopefully I'll be dropping another video soon because I'm having a great time doing this. I love watching these videos. I spent hours on end before I started, you know, doing social media and recording reactions, you know, just seeing so much videos. You know, obviously I'm going to come across, you know, videos I have seen in the past, but I'm going to start reacting to them now. So, you know, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.